From the Congress-BJP face-off over the Parliament ruckus to the tragic accident on the Jaipur-Ajmer highway that claimed 11 lives and the high political drama surrounding BJP MLA CT Ravi arrest in Karnataka. Here are the major stories of the day in today's news wrap. Hi, I'm Flora Swai and you're watching the Indian Express. Let's get started. A day after chaos in Parliament left two BJP MPs injured, the Saffron Party escalated its attack on Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. In response, the Congress hit back, demanding the BJP release for CCTV footage of the incident following the FIR filed against Rahul. Let's hear what Congress leader Pramod Tiwari has to say on this matter.
मैं उनको आतंकवादी तो नहीं कह रहा हूं, लेकिन बिल्कुल आतंकवादियों की तरह आचरण था। पार्लियामेंट घेर लिया, एंट्री गेट ब्लॉक कर दिया, सदन में परमिटेड नहीं है, पार्लियामेंट प्रेमाइसेस में अपने पोस्टर में डंडे लगा के आए, स्टिक्स, और हमारी महिला सदस्य जो सिंगल लाइन में चल रही थी, और मैं अपने साक्ष्य के तौर पे आपकी फुटेज है, उनको सदन में नहीं जाने दिया, रोका, धक्कम धुक्की की उनके साथ। और हमारे 83 ईयर ओल्ड एलओपी राज्यसभा और हमारे कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष को गिरा दिया धक्कम धुक्की से। बिल्कुल ऐसे जैसे कोई मतलब घेराव करके हमारी एंट्री बैन कर दी गई पार्लियामेंट में जाने के लिए। तो ये पहली बार हुआ होगा कि जब संसद में अपोजिशन को न घुसने दिया जाए। हमारी मांग है कि सीसीटीवी फुटेज वहां पे एक एक मिनट की, एक एक पल की, एक एक इंच की, क्योंकि मैं समझता हूं सर्वाधिक संवेदनशील और सुरक्षित क्षेत्र संसद परिसर।
At least 11 people lost their lives and 37 others were injured after a truck collided with a tanker carrying chemicals, sparking a massive fire on the Jaipur-Ajmer highway near Delhi Public School on Friday morning. Among the injured, 12 were reported to be in critical condition. Police confirmed that of the deceased, 3 were male and 1 female, while the identities of others are yet to be established. The fire erupted at approximately 6:45 am after the chemical in the tanker spread following an explosion. Over 20 vehicles and a nearby pipe factory were engulfed in flames. Authorities have closed the highway due to the severity of the incident. Reacting to the tragedy, Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed condolences and announced ex gratia for the victims' families. On social media platform X, he stated, "Deeply saddened by the loss of lives in the accident on the Jaipur-Ajmer highway in Rajasthan, condolences to those who lost their loved ones. May the injured recover soon. The local administration is assisting those affected." The Karnataka High Court granted interim bail to BJP MLC CT Ravi, who had been arrested for allegedly abusing Karnataka Minister Lakshmi Hebbalkar. In its ruling, the High Court noted that a doctor in Belgaum had recommended a CT scan for Ravi to rule out any complications from a head injury. Meanwhile, Ravi has accused the Karnataka government of attempting to harm him. Following his dramatic arrest from the Suvarna Vidhana Sauda in Belagavi, Ravi and the Karnataka BJP stated that he was initially taken to the Khanapur police station and later transferred to the Ramdurga police station. Here's the full detail on this. The Karnataka police took BJP leader CT Ravi into custody on Thursday evening from the Suvarna Vidhana Sauda in Bengaluru for allegedly making derogatory remarks against a woman minister in Chief Minister Siddaramaiah-led cabinet. The action came after a complaint was filed by Minister for Women and Child Welfare Lakshmi Hebbalkar. She alleged that Ravi used highly objectionable language on the floor of the House.
8 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಖಾನಾಪುರ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಠಾಣೆಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಮೊಕದ್ದಮೆ ದಾಖಲಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ದೂರನ್ನು ಗಂಟೆಗಟ್ಟಲೆಯಿಂದ ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ದಲೇ ನಾನು 0 FIR ಹಾಕಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ದೂರನ್ನು ದಾಖಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಿಗೋ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವಂಥ ಸಂಚು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಜೀವಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪಾಯ ಇದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಜೀವಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅಪಾಯ ಆದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರ. ಅವ್ರ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಹೊತ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನನ್ನ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಸುದ್ದಿ ಹಬ್ಬಿಸಿ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಚು ನಡೆಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ನಾನು ಸಭಾಪತಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ದೂರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹತ್ತತ್ರ 3:45 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಯಿತು ನಾನು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಠಾಣೆಗೆ ಬಂದು. ಏನು ದೂರಿದೆ ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೀನಾಯವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಜೀವಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಳ್ಕರ್, DK ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವ್ರ ತಂಡವೇ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಈ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾನು ತಿಳಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಿಗೂಢವಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿರೋ ರೀತಿ ಅನುಮಾನ ಹುಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ನಡೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಅನುಮಾನಾಸ್ಪದವಾಗಿದೆ ಅವರು ನಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೀತಿ. ನಾನೊಬ್ಬ ಜನಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಂತ್ರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದವನು. ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ದೂರಿಗೆ 0 FIR ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮೀನಾಮೇಷ ಎಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಅವರು ತುರ್ತು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯ ಕಾಲಘಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
5-time Haryana Chief Minister and Indian National Lok Dal Supremo Om Prakash Chautala passed away on Friday at his Gurgaon residence, leaving behind a legacy as a patriarch of one of Haryana's most influential political families. He was 89 years old. For more than 5 decades, Chautala stood as a towering figure in Haryana's political landscape, shaping the state's politics with his leadership and vision. Watch our report on this news. Om Prakash Chautala, the Supremo of the Indian National Lok Dal, that is the INLD, and former Chief Minister of Haryana, passed away on Friday in Gurgaon. He was 89 years old. Chautala suffered a cardiac arrest, marking the end of a decades-long political journey. The veteran leader was last seen publicly on the 5th of October this year during the Haryana Assembly elections. He was spotted casting his vote in Sirsa's Chautala village. Chautala's career wasn't without controversy. In May 2022, he was sentenced to 4 years in prison by a CBI court in a 16-year-old disproportionate assets case. At the age of 87, he became Tihar jail's oldest prisoner but was released in 2020. Om Prakash Chautala is survived by his 3 daughters and 2 sons, including Abhay Singh Chautala and Ajay Singh Chautala. Abhay Singh Chautala is an MLA from Ellenabad constituency and served as leader of opposition in the Haryana Assembly from 2014 to 2019. His grandson Dushyant Chautala leads the Jananayak Janata Party, that is the JJP, and serves as Haryana's Deputy Chief Minister. The wife, mother-in-law and brother-in-law of Atul Subhash, the 34-year-old Bengaluru techie who died by suicide 2 weeks ago after accusing his wife and in-laws of harassment, have approached a local court in Bengaluru seeking bail in the abetment to suicide case. Nikita Singhania, the deceased's wife, along with her mother Nisha Singhania and her brother Anurag Singhania, filed a joint bail plea before the court on Thursday. In a significant development, the wife, mother-in-law and brother-in-law of Atul Subhash, the 34-year-old automobile technology company employee who tragically died by suicide earlier this month, have sought bail in connection with charges of abetment of suicide. The trio, arrested by Bengaluru police earlier this year, filed their joint bail plea before a local court in the city on Thursday. Atul Subhash, who was found dead in his apartment on the 9th of December, had alleged in his suicide note and an accompanying 81-minute video that he was subjected to severe harassment by his wife Nikita Singhania and her family. Following his death, Atul's brother Vikas Kumar filed a complaint at the Marathali police station accusing Nikita Singhania, her mother Nisha Singhania, brother Anurag Singhania and her uncle Sushil Singhania of abetting his suicide. According to the complaint, Atul had been harassed by his in-laws who allegedly demanded 3 crore rupees to withdraw legal cases against him and an additional 30 lakh rupees to allow him visitation rights to see his son. These allegations, along with the complaint, led the police to register a case of abetment to suicide against the accused. The trio was arrested earlier this week by Bengaluru police in Delhi and Uttar Pradesh following a complaint filed by Atul's brother Vikas Kumar accusing them of abetting his suicide. The complaint was registered at the Marathali police station in Bengaluru.